where are we going now? What's the plan? Okay, there's Ruby and then right there. Say hello.
Germany and Doha.
Where are we going, guys?
Medina, Makkah.
We're about to arrive in Medina at about 2 o'clock in the morning and we're still on the plane.
And I get to see, I think I spotted this Masjid al-Nabawi is right straight ahead of us. This is it, guys. Right there, I'm seeing it.
We're at the Masjid al-Nabawi. This is the third mosque built in Muslim history. It was built by Prophet Muhammad originally, peace be upon him, and it is still one of the biggest mosques in the world.
We're right inside the Masjid al-Nabawi here, and our family here is grouping together. Everybody say hello.
Haram Sharif in Medina.
Okay, Sean, what were we observing at the back?
Prophet Muhammad's grave. It's right there.
How's your experience, guys?
This is the grave of Prophet Muhammad and Abu Bakr.
Guys, Sean. This is the only spot.
This is the grave of the great Prophet Muhammad and Abu Bakr and some of his other companions. We just respected his grave and it was quite packed in there. On the left is Bibi Fatima's grave.
What do you call it? Janatul Baqi?
Yes.
Okay, and what about on the right? What's on the right?
Is Prophet Muhammad's grave.
Wow, which you just visited, right? Am I right?
Very great experience. Everybody should come once in their life.
We're standing outside. This is where all the Muslims used to face and pray before this was converted toward Kaaba. So this was the first Kaaba prior to facing the Kaaba then.
standing outside the Kaaba mosque. This mosque is one of the oldest mosques in the world. And according to legend, Prophet Muhammad positioned the first stone built from this mosque. And he waited 14 days in this mosque, waiting for Ali to come from Makkah to Medina. And another legend is that if you pray in this mosque, it is compared to be as one Umrah. Bob, merhaba. I'm going to pilgrimage. If anybody wants to join me, I will welcome them in open arms. Just arrived and we're entering into the Kaaba
For what?
for Umrah.
Wow. And here's the other group of people. Sean, what's being done?
Zach is being changed into his ihram.
Ihram, huh?
We're finally here. This is our final destination. There's the Kaaba.
Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. And there's a family coming up. Ruby, Aziz, Tony, everybody, Sean. And here's Zach. And here is Kaaba. Mashallah.
Maybe you should turn it the other way somehow.
That's the Kaaba right there. That's it.
Ni'mah has written something that I really love. It says that we're all sons and daughters of Adam, that the three faiths are interlinked.
We walk around the Kaaba 7 times, and we become one with all the human beings around us.
We touch the Kaaba because it's the house of God and we feel close to Him when we touch it. It's our touchstone.
We feel the flow of the earth's celestial turning around the sun.
We're standing inside the Haram Sharif, and the Kaaba is right behind us. It was built by Ishmael and Abraham and in the Islamic era.
Well, how was your experience that you just came for Umrah? You made the 7 rituals or rounds. Was it busy?
Yes.
Very
There
busy?
was people shoving, pushing, people almost fell. It was crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. There's some Abba Zamzam in the quarters where you can drink. It's actually really good. Tasty.
Wow. And here's a little one right there. And this is how Zamzam came about?
Yep. They move up the street.
It's a pretty long walk. And how many times do you have to walk?
7.
7 times? Oh, wow. What were you guys doing?
Walking in between the hills of Safa and Marwa.
Okay. Marwa is on the other side and
Safa is behind us.
Safa is behind us right there. Go. Go.
I invite you into my home in Makkah. Come. Standing right by the Mosque of Nimrah, and all around us we see Arafat, where the Judgment Day is, and
What had happened here? So
Prophet Muhammad gave his khutbah.
so we're looking at this ground here, which is supposed to be a judgment. This whole ground is, of course, is occupied with the government buildings and all that. But guys, I think if the story is correct, you know, we'll all see each other in here at the Judgment Day.
I am standing on Mount Ramath right now. This is where Adam was dropped, the first man on earth.
First human being on the earth?
Yes, sir.
Wow. What a view.
We're climbing Mount Ramath. The first human being ever on earth was dropped from the heavens. And he prayed for 80 years here before he met Eve, the second human being ever on earth. It's just amazing.
Wow. How's the view from there?
Really good, actually.
Can you look up in the heaven to see where he was dropped from? Is there an opening there on top?
I think that's too far.
It's a little too far. It's in your heart, buddy. Say bye.
Hi class, how are you? I'm in Makkah, Saudi Arabia. I'm standing on the mountain. The mount.
I found it!
What did you find?
The place where Adam was dropped from the heavens.
Can you imagine the first person on earth was dropped right here?
Wow. What's this place called?
Mount Ramath.
Wow. I'm gonna give you the aerial view. You found the hole right here? Wow, that's great, buddy. Guys, how was your experience there on the top?
Excellent. Excellent. Yes.
Okay, that's great.
سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم.
Now right behind me is Jabal Sur.
The meaning of Jabal Sur is the mountain of Sur.
This is where Prophet Muhammad hid from his worst enemies.
The story goes that he hid in the cave, and then once he was inside, a spider came out and made his own spider web, so nobody would think that he went inside.
Wow. We all were able to make it here. Here's Ruby. Ruby, you have any comments for your class?
No comments, just class. I'm taking notes. If you guys have any question about this area, please ask me. I'll be honored to answer.
Wow. Look at people are climbing all the way, but we found the perfect spot right here.
Muhammad was hiding in that mountain. Say that. Muhammad was hiding.
He may be in that cave over there!
Muhammad! If you come out, we'll take you to Mecca alive. Muhammad, come out!
They can't be in there. This web is unbroken.
And these pigeons, they would not build.
We were wrong to follow them. We should have gone north.
Let's move then. We still have time to head them off.
A few threads of a spider's web were all that was then between Muhammad and murder. But he was a man not to be killed. The Bedouin guide led him and his companion, Abu Bakr, in their escape, through untracked spaces of the desert and the heat of the June days.
فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Behind me is the distance, is the exact spot where Abraham was asked to sacrifice his most beloved, which was his son.
And his son was replaced by a lamb. Right behind me is where the devil, the shaitan, was stopping Prophet Muhammad from people from going to Hajj.
The pilgrims stay here and symbolically they throw rocks at him.
So this is a big area where they walk around and go under this. Obviously we cannot go there right now because area is closed down. But this is where the place is and we just happen to stop by here.
Above me in the distance is a cave where Prophet Muhammad was brought a message from Allah.
It's the cave of Hira on the mountain Jabal al-Nur. The definition of that is the mountain of light. In that cave is a spot where the archangel Gabriel appeared to Muhammad for the first time, telling him about his prophethood. The angel Gabriel spoke to him and said, Ikra, Ikra, and that means to read.
Men see the world too well from a mountain.
Muhammad, read. In the name of thy Lord, who created man from a sensitive drop of blood, who teaches man what he knows not, read.
Zaid, what happened to my nephew on the mountain?
He was alone in the cave. Suddenly, an angel came into him. The angel said, "Read." Muhammad replied, "I cannot read." The angel commanded again, "Read, in the name of thy Lord, who created man from a sensitive drop of blood, who teaches man what he knows not. Read."
Who knows if it was Gabriel? It could have been a dream.
When Muhammad was coming from the mountain, he saw Gabriel plainly, in the shape of a man standing on the horizon. Wherever he looked, upon every turn of his head, he saw him. And Gabriel said to him again, "I am Gabriel. And you, Muhammad, are the messenger of God."
Pathway that Prophet Muhammad took to get to the cave of Hira.
This is the pathway towards Jabal al-Nur. Yes.
Can you imagine how hard it could have been back then? Now it's a paved road.
And back then there were so many rocks everywhere. Your foot would have gotten blisters everywhere.
And without any proper gears, right?
No proper
Yeah.
gear. This is the Battle of Badr.
It was fought in 624 CE.
This battle was actually one of the reasons we lost, because Hazrat Ali had told Huzur Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam not to leave the place on the mountain, but he thought we were winning the war, and he left his place, and enemies came from behind and took over, and that's how we lost this war, Jang-e-Badr.
In Jang-e-Badr, Prophet Muhammad had lost 2 teeth because he left his spot thinking that he's winning the war. So that was the result of it.
And then they had to flee.
This is the spot they're supposed to hold, and they did, and they came down.
Hamza!
Weapons ready! We march! Now! Attack!
They've killed Hamza! Onto them!
This is our moment of victory. They're running away from us.
Let's get the loot!
Stand where you were told to stand! Come back to your positions! All of you, come back! It's a rout. Our center is gone. We've lost the battle, Khalid.
Not yet.
Mohammed is dead! I saw him fall!
No, no! He's alive! Fighting! Back to the mountain!
Thought we were beaten. Our victory is yours, Khalid.
We have no victory until we have finished Muhammad. He is up on those rocks.
We have finished our business. We have avenged Bedr.
But we can end him and Islam forever.
Some of his fanatics are still with him. They have the advantage of the mountain. The risk is too high.
Muhammad, listen!
A day for a day. The day of Uhud for the day of Badr. Our dead have answered to your dead. Our dead are in paradise. Your dead are in hellfire.
Standing outside the Masjid al-Jinn, where Prophet Muhammad stopped and prayed here with the jinn.
Jinn means what? Jinni?
Yes, genie. So
Wow.
we are made out of clay, and the jinn is made out of fire. And this is the spot where Prophet Muhammad stopped with his companions on his last pilgrimage and said,
So I am the Mola, Ali is the Mola too.
जिसका मैं मौला हूँ उसका अली भी मौला है.
Understood and agreed that this is where our imamate started.
Yeah, so this was the beginning of Imamat, and I understand that at the same spot there were a group of people who have taken the bayat, including Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Starting from Hazrat Ali.
Right, I'm gonna try to show you the whole valley. Not much of it here at this time. However, you know, they don't want to leave any landmarks, so we just came here, and this is the area of Ghadir Akhum right here, and this is a landmark right here. And this appeared to be the hill right there. He probably had stood and gave that message.
Of the Battle of Uhud, this is where it took place.
And this is where the graveyard is of all the Shoda,
All the graveyards right here.
right? And these are the hills. The idea was that Prophet Muhammad was advised not to come out in open, and he have not taken the advice and have taken a great casualties, and almost himself he got killed in this wall, and Hazrat Hamza died.
Standing in the valley in front of the mountain Uhud, and the map is right behind me. This is unfortunately one of the battles that we lost. It was fought in 625 CE, and Prophet Muhammad's Chacha died in this one. Hamza.
Hazrat Hamza got shaheed in this one,
Yes,
and this is the graveyard right here. And this was a great loss for Muslims at that time. Prophet Muhammad was advised not to draw them out like the map shows here. He should be.
He went right in the open area, and he should have been right here.
Yes. Thank you, Sean.
We are standing right in front of the Abishafar well, and apparently the story goes that the Sunnis believe that this well was first poisoned, but then Prophet Muhammad came and blessed it.
In the war of Badr.
In the war of the Badr, and according to the Shia belief, Hazrat Ali came and blessed it.
Okay, and the poison had disappeared, and now this is Abi Shafa. Or Niyaz. A lot of people come here, and according to the local custom now, this water has a Shafa. It gives you blessings and cures a lot of things, right? And this is like it's right in the middle of desert. It's dark at night, so we can't show you around much. However, this is close to the Badr or war of Badr, which took place, you know.
We're still standing right up by the Abishafar, and right here these Arabs are selling empty gallon bottles so you can take home with you.
And the other stuff to cure you naturally right there, obviously. And the well is just right behind him, and obviously it's been capped. And people come here and take the water in for their shafa, I guess. And we're lucky that we're able to go and get this every Friday without any cost. If we don't want to pay for it, we don't have to. We are inside the castle or fort of Kaaba.
Inside the fort of Kaaba, this battle was fought in 628 CE. This is the only battle at which we attacked. We couldn't do it until 39 days. Prophet Muhammad had to call Hazrat Ali for help, and this is where Yani Madad started from.
Yeah, what had happened actually for 39 days, he was leading, he was the general who led this war, and for 39 days he could not conquer this area, and then he had called for help of Ali, and Prophet Muhammad stated day before saying, whoever will carry the alam or a flag tomorrow will be the conqueror, and sure enough, Mullah Ali came and helped out. Can you imagine being inside of the castle? This is where Mullah Ali had ripped off the gates of it. And how does it feel? You want to just go inside in one of the area to see if it's safe enough for you to go in? Okay.
I'm inside one of the areas inside the fort of the Kaaba. It's very unsafe and very damaged and abandoned, but...
So these were the housing...
Oh, look, there's stairs.
There are stairs? Sean, it's unsafe to go.
Well, the worst thing that can happen is a jinn can show up. Just kidding.
Sean, this way.
Ooh, all right. Be careful.
Go. Okay, we have to get out of here before we get caught here.
Hey, guys!
Shh, Sean.
Oh.
You want to go ahead and get the local authorities here or what?
Shh, no.
Where did they go, though? They're there. I'm going to capture it as much as possible. And then we'll just take off from here. Go, I'm going to follow you. Go. Let's get out of here from here. We made it.
Look at our surroundings. This is the natural wall of the forts of Kaaba.
It's an outside exterior of it, and if you look at it, that's why these Jews were protected, and these are the ruins. If you see all these walls and all that, these are the ruins, and these are systematically destroyed by the local authorities here because they don't want to protect and have any evidence of it here. So here we go. Let's go, guys.
Towards Kaaba! It's very dangerous for life adventure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys are taking a big chance now.
I heard there's burnt trees that are still growing fruits.
Wow, we'll see. See if we can make it, because this is not allowed by the authority to go over there, but we're taking a chance to go over there, and it's about 40 kilometers. Our drivers are scared, and but we'll take a chance. So we'll see.
In the Valley of Jinns, and apparently if I drop some water on there, it should go towards the holy city of Medina because of the gravitational pull. These mountains right here look so suspicious and weird. I mean,
They're like a mystic, out of movie kind of hilly area. It looks like these are from whatever era, but they're like it's been possessed. Even this hill, you feel like it's kind of leaning toward Medina, and they call this one Valley of Jinn or Valley of Jinni. And Sean is going to experiment. The water's supposed to go on his left and see which direction it goes. Drop.
Theoretically, it should go that way,
Okay.
but we want it to go this way.
Well, let's see. Drop the water. Water is going the opposite uphill. So which way the water is going, Sean?
Water is going this way.
And which way is it downhill?
That way.
So it's going uphill.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're standing on the mountain of jinns, and this apparently there's a gravitational pull here, and if you drop water or any type of liquid, it should go towards the holy city of Medina.
And you tried that earlier?
Yes, and it actually works.
Look at this whole valley, surrounded by small hills, and it looks like more of a spooky, mystic out of movies. Hey, Sean and Mirage, where are you guys? Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're still in the Valley of the Jinns, and our car is in neutral mode, and we're still being pulled upward and uphill towards the holy city of Medina.
Okay, so the car in front of us is also in neutral, and they have their emergency lights on. And as you go, I mean, it just picks up the speed, and we're not using any energy. And the driver is saying if you let it go, it could go as much as 100 kilometers per hour that you can go. And the road is flat, and in some areas it's uphill. However, still the vehicle is moving right now at the speed of about 40 kilometers or 45 kilometers, and it is uphill now, but the vehicle is being pulled for some magnetic force, and it's being pulled toward Medina. So it's a supernatural phenomenon. It's pretty neat. We're standing outside. This is where all the Muslims used to face and pray before this was converted toward Kaaba. So this was the first Kaaba prior to facing the Kaaba then.
We are standing on the battleground of the War of Khandaq, also called the Battle of the Trenches. This battle was performed in 627 CE. It was a very vicious battle. The match was very uneven. The enemy had about 12,000 soldiers and 600 horses, and as for we only had 3,000.
Okay, and this is when Mullah Ali at the end was very decisive,
Killed so many people.
including the leadership of the enemies. And it was siege for what, 26 or 27 days? 21 days.
It lasted 21 days.
And this trench was also designed by known to be first Smiley, Hazrat Salman Farsi.
And the trench was long. It was almost 2,000 meters long.
Wow.
We're standing inside the Jannat al-Bakri, and this is a qabristan right next to the Masjid al-Nabwi. This is where all the people are buried on Muhammad's time to save Islam.
These people are all from Prophet Muhammad's time, his wives, Bibi Hazrat Fatima.
It's right behind us, right there.
And common consensus among Muslims are that if you're buried here,
you go straight to heaven.
Go straight to Jannah. I don't know how far this is true, but this is a prime qabristan, and I understand the Arabs pay millions of dollars to be buried here so they can assure their spot in Jannah. Amir,
As
go
you
ahead.
can see, this is Bab number 1, which is the gate number 1 of Haram Sharif of Masjid al-Nabwi, and you can see it's a beautiful view of the green Gumbat and all the minars all over, and Jannat al-Baqi is right in front of it, laid thousands of graves among all Prophet Muhammad's wives, and
there's a saying that all 9 wives are here. We were told by the size and the markings that this is Hazrat Bibi Fatima's Khatun-e-Jannat grave there.
As you can see, they have a discrimination against women here. Mama is standing outside with Zach because they won't let her in.
They're not allowed, yeah.
Yeah. We're outside the Jannat al-Baqi, and they're so strict that they started kicking people out because it's time to leave.
And point out where the mom is waiting. If I can zoom in, she is, the poor lady is waiting over there. She was stopped, wouldn't let her come in. So we just had to stop here and say a prayer on her behalf.
We're standing outside the Jannat al-Baqi where they didn't let Mama in, so...
Sorry guys, females are not allowed there for obvious reasons, they discriminate. But we went in and came out and we said Fatiha to Fatima's grave, and this is all we did. And I think what we're gonna stand here, all of us, and say Fatiha real quick.
On June the 8th, 632, in his 63rd year, Muhammad died. Many of his followers could not believe the fact. How can such a man die? But Abu Bakr, the Prophet's friend, stood up in the mosque. If anyone worships Muhammad, let him know that Muhammad is dead. But he who worships God, let him know that God is alive and cannot die. They buried Muhammad beside his mosque in Medina. But the religion he preached found its place in the heart of man. It endured. It multiplied. Still to Mecca they come, mankind. The people of Islam dressed in their pilgrim white. All equal before God, all united in this place of prayer. Each individual soul joined in a community of worship. One God.
This concludes our trip in Makkah and Medina.